Hey there folks, welcome back to Cumbrian Homestead. Just got back, it's the 15th of September and just got back from 4 nights in Poland, which was wonderful. I've got plenty of photographs, so I'll do a little slideshow later on something. But right now I've just come down the plot to see how things are looking, so I'll give you a quick show around. Okay, so first things first, these are some of the apples that I'd picked before I went. Probably slightly early, but I was more, as I said, concerned about damage from the gales and everything that we seem to have had incessantly right throughout August and indeed continuing into September. So I'm just having a quick look now. There's one there, look. That's gone. One there. That's gone. See another one down here. That's gone. Sort of having a quick skirmish through. Another one there. Anyway, you get the drift. I'm just trying to remove anything like that. One apple spoils the barrel, isn't it? Or they used to say. But these are all going for cider. Right, let's move on. These are some strawberry runners I've taken over the summer, and if you see any with flowers on, you just want to pinch those off. There's no point in letting them waste their energy on forming fruit that will never ripen. These are the blueberries. I only got them as small plants. There is a video on this when I got them and unpacked them, and they've made some brilliant growth. I'm just not sure about this red. Is that just because it's autumn now and the leaves are starting to die back, or is it a deficiency? So if anybody knows about that, about blueberries, and is that normal for this time of year, can you let me know? That'd be great. These are just 3 kale plants under this enviromesh, where you can see for yourself how healthy they are. I'm going to harvest some of those leaves today. Looks like we're still getting some damage from the leaf miner, but overall, I don't know if you can see that, some really fantastic, it's hard to show really, but that's a clump of multi-sown. They're all multi-sown. So I'm going to have no problems with shortage of beetroot here. As regards the dwarf French beans, anything that's left on now, I'm just letting them swell out for seed. I'm just going to collect seed off them for next year. I had a couple of, well, about 4 actually, Lolo Rosso. That one has gone to seed. Just swing you around. That one's still got some picking left on it. And this one beetroot here, it's more like a Swede. Crazy. Be good eating though. As is usual when you go away, you end up with oversized courgettes. But it's nice to see that they're still cropping. So I don't know, I'll have to do something with those. I might do some zoodles, which are great. But something just a bit longer and thicker than this one is usually the size that we would take. These are the last of the multi-sown stew-on onions, and some of them, they were transplanted pretty late in the season, to be honest. But they'll make nice little onions, those, and the smaller ones will make nice pickled onions. So I'll probably try and get those lifted in the next day or two, and we'll get them under some cover to dry out. This was the bed of cos, a cos variety of lettuce, and kind of hearting up quite nicely now. I think they stand for quite a long time. I forget the variety. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the video. But they're we've got one at home. They're quite nice. I'd grow them again definitely. And just down from it was some late multi-sown chard, and That's just about right size leaf for stir fry, salad, what have you. So I'm happy with that. Can't grumble at that at all. Just filming this without lifting the net, but these were the spring cabbage that got quite mauled actually when they were just young seedlings, but they're actually making really good growth now. I've got them netted up. And as you can see, let's have a walk over to these sprouting broccoli. So I think there's 4 or 5 plants in there, and they're actually pushing against the roof of the net now, wanting to. And I suppose when the first frost come, I'll be able to take this off because the caterpillars will be gone. So all I really need to do with these is just pull off some of those yellowing lower leaves, but other than that, they're looking great. These ones over here, well, they're growing well. They've survived the any second attack of root fly. This particular netting hasn't worked very well. Cabbage white have got in, as you can see, all the sort of holes, but they'll be alright. I've been picking them off. It's been too wet to spray with the BKT, sorry, can't say that. That kale's looking good. That kale's looking awesome. More than enough for it. Too much really. There's only 2 of us, so now. Our youngest has just moved in with his brother down in Blackpool just the other day, so a lot of changes going on for us. And again, I'll just save these for seed and just hope that we can get sufficient dry weather to ripen them off. The asparagus still looking great. I just need to again come back and tie that espalier, those arms in. And let's go and have a quick look at the leeks. So that's the leeks I'm growing for this year. It's just ordinary musselburgh, but I always grow them, they do well for me. So I don't see any need to change really. And luckily, again, no sign of any leek moth, which I'm assuming means it hasn't got this far up north yet. Doesn't mean to say that it won't. There's another 2 crates of cider apples here. This is Brown's apple. Not as big this year, but I don't know whether that's down to the lack of water early on or what, but anyway, they'll be fine. And still masses of sweet peas flowering. And we've still got some of these lovely pink spray chrysanthemums. There's a big nice bunch to pick there in this row here, so I'll be going home with those this afternoon. So a quick look in the greenhouses. This is the smaller greenhouse with the cherries in. There's, was it Sweet 100? So as you can see, they're still ripening, and right up to the top truss there's forming some nice trusses on them. I'm definitely going to be growing those again, really like them. Oh yeah, this tomato that I only got one survived, it was supposed to be a cherry tomato. Does that look like a cherry tomato to you? I don't think so. Anyway, I didn't think it was actually going to ripen, but there we go. So I'm going to be kind of interesting to see what that turns out like. Again, this was just a rogue one that I planted. I think what I'm going to do is pinch those flowers off and just let whatever's on the truss form. I think that looks like Sweet 1 million. You can see that they're sort of like a long truss loaded. I don't know how many's on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. About 20 tomatoes on that truss. But yeah, looking great. Got my onions drying there. Mix of the Red Baron and the multi-sown stew on. Got some basil seedlings there, might pot up. And again, the grapevine's just going crackers, but even that, I think I've just noticed, just starting to turn. Don't know if you can make that out. Just starting to ripen now. That's happened in this last week. And if we go outside to this grape outside here, again you can see there, just starting to turn now. Let's go and have a look in the other greenhouse.